This crazy video was recorded by the security camera of a ferry boat in Quebec, Canada. The ferry just left the port, and people can be seen enjoying their day at the back of the boat when this disturbing moment changed the whole trip. This car was speeding so fast towards the ferry, it literally jumped, flew, and ended up on the back of the boat, crashing into the other cars. Apparently, mechanical issues on the RV were likely to blame. Unfortunately, the man driving the car was killed instantly while his wife was in critical condition. While judging by the impact made upon landing, it's doubtful that Bellick, the driver, could have survived the wreck in any type of vehicle. However, motorhomes are notoriously unsafe, and this particular model, which appeared to be significantly aged, likely didn't do Bellick or his passenger any favors in terms of crash protection. This tragic video I'm about to show will probably leave you shocked, but if you have lost faith in humanity, this will change your mind. This truck crashed into a motorcycle, causing this massive explosion. The motorcyclist was laying in the middle of the highway at night, which makes it even more dangerous as the other cars will not have enough time to stop.
What? No truck! Oh my God! Oh my... Move! Bro! Hey, you gotta get up, bro. Hey, come here. You gotta get up, bro. You gotta get up, bro. Come on, I gotta get you out the street. I gotta get you out the street, bro.
The reason why this man was filming is unknown, but he definitely captured the accident at the right time. Without thinking, he went to help the victim, putting his life in total danger. He quickly pulled him to the emergency service lane. The man wasn't responsive, and he was indeed injured, but thankfully survived. India has seen an explosion in population growth over the last decades, which means cities are growing faster than ever, and unfortunately, expanding into the wild animal spaces, causing them to sometimes end up lost in villages. This scary video was caught in an Indian village next to a forest by a resident showcasing this frightening moment.
ओ बढ़ गया उसे ओ यार ओ अंकल ने देखा ओ गया फिर पीछे चल गया.
This leopard got extremely agitated by all these people running next to him and screaming, making the animal even more aggressive. Multiple people were attacked by the animal, but thankfully nobody suffered from any injuries. The leopard continued jumping from house to house, scaring off everybody. At one point, people succeeded to trap him, but as this animal is extremely agile, it makes it difficult to stop him. The animal wasn't jumping on people to attack them, but instead he only wanted to escape the village as fast as he could. These events happen frequently in India, and people are often killed or terribly injured. This is the dashcam footage of a US patrol officer next to the Mexico and Texas border. When the officers were driving along the border, they saw this little boy lost by himself with only a coat in the middle of the desert, miles away from civilization. He was part of an immigrant group who crossed the border, and they sadly left him behind during the night.
¿Ah? ¿Me puede ayudar? ¿Qué pasó? Es que yo venía con un grupo de personas y me dejaron botar y no sé dónde están. ¿No sabes dónde están? ¿Te dejaron solo? Pues claro, me dejaron botado. ¿Te dejaron solo botado? Solo. ¿No vienes con mami o con papi o con alguien? ¿Ah? ¿Vienes con tu mamá o tu papá? Nadie. Yo venía en un grupo que venía de entrega con usted y al final me dejaron botar y venía aquí a pedir auxilio. ¿Te dejaron botar y te dijeron que vinieras a pedir auxilio? No, yo vengo porque si no, ¿por dónde me voy a ir? Allí voy a dejar y tal vez me pueden robar, secuestrar o algo.
For hours, he was by himself seeking for help because the boy was wandering the desert for 4 hours before he was found. His parents are believed to be in Nicaragua, but he has relatives in the US. After the video of the encounter was posted online, there was an outpouring of love and support and concern for the boy's well-being. The harrowing ordeal comes days after 2 sisters were dropped over a border wall by smugglers. They were rescued and taken to a children's detention facility in El Paso.
Okay. Ahorita hablamos, okay?
On August 4th, 2023, this disturbing video was caught by one of the boat crew members witnessing the worst nightmare a pilot could face. As you can see, this helicopter was trying to land on the boat and was already extremely close to it, but it seems he's not able to land. The deck was indeed moving slightly, and the helicopter had almost landed, but in a fraction of a second, this what everybody wished for, it would never happen. The propeller got caught in something on the deck, causing it to backflip, completely ending upside down in the water. Apparently, the helicopter on the helideck was apparently broken and unable to be moved. Some people speculate the helicopter was out of fuel. Other workers ran to help the pilot and he survived, but it remains truly disturbing. The shocking April 20th incident near Nations and Denmark Drives in Pasadena, a suburb of Houston, was revealed after the couple released the harrowing footage on Facebook. This invasion happened in the 5,300 block of Castle Creek Lane. Around 2:30 a.m., the suspects forced their way inside the house through a side door near the driveway, causing a commotion that caught the man's attention. The husband told his wife to get down in their bedroom for cover.
Hey, who's in my house? I got you on camera. The cops are on their way. My neighbors are there. They're calling the cops right now. Let's go. Y'all better get out of my house. Y'all better get out of my house now. Y'all better get out of my house now.
Riggs said he had 2 camera angles of the attempted break-in, which occurred at 4:17 a.m. One is situated above his front door, while the other has a view of the front doorbell. The family was face down, shaking in fear of not getting killed. The man's niece let the invaders in through the garage. She told his daughter she was getting clothes, which was the excuse to go to the garage. On March 24th, 2022, the Colombian soldiers were in the middle of a training exercise on an empty field. Everything went as usual before this terrifying event was caught. It happened in the municipality of Partia in Calca. As you see it, instead of shooting in the air like in a normal practice, the engine had apparently a malfunction and they shot in the opposite direction right at them. The grenade would have exploded when there was a failure to fire it. At first, people did not realize that 5 soldiers were already injured who were closer to the explosion, and when they saw something wasn't right, one officer ran to see what happened. Apparently, they closed the breech that seals the charge and shell in that chamber. It didn't properly seal off, so the pressure from the blast blew the breech cover off its hinges and released the majority of the blast out the back of the cannon. Thankfully, nobody died, but it still remains a miracle.